It's interesting how the 21st century is not much different from centuries before us. Now, I'm not speaking of our technological advancements. Of course, transportation, communications, and science, they have radically advanced, and hopefully for our betterment, although the verdict may still be out related to social media. The book of Acts gives insight into the culture of the first century. People then, like today, lived with tension and frustration. They were often persecuted, injustice was rampant, and theological and moral debates were an everyday occurrence. Following the crucifixion of Jesus, his followers were confused, they were discouraged, they were in disbelief, and they were wondering, what now? What's next? 21st century citizens are asking similar questions. How can we stop hate? When will injustice be corrected? How can we bring people together? What can be done to decrease poverty, crime, and, well, you add your own questions to the list, and chances are you'll find a commonality between our questions and the questions of those living centuries before. Why? Because human nature, our psychological characteristics, our emotions, our behavioral traits, has been morphed by the sin nature. Given a choice to do God's will or our own, our natural inclination is to do our own thing. And that temptation does not change from one generation to the next. Although we are created in the image of God, unfortunately, as a result of our sinful nature, we too often fail to reflect God's image. In desiring answers for our 21st century challenges, is it possible that we're looking for our salvation in the wrong places? First century citizens looked to the Roman government to solve their problems, and they were disappointed. Blaming others was much more comfortable for them than looking at themselves. Not much has changed. It's apparent we, the human race, tend to repeat past sins. Perhaps we would do well to remember our salvation comes from the Lord, not government, not blaming others. I pray you will have a blessed week.